Na-approve ako kay One Hand. Practice lang po.
Today, pag-uusapan natin ang isa sa pinakasikat na loan app sa Pilipinas, and that's none other than si One Hand. I actually had a One Hand account back in 2020 or 2021. Hindi ko na matandaan. Masyadong matagal na. And since hindi ko nagustuhan yung mga terms na binibigay niya dati, I decided to just go ahead and delete it. Na-delete na po yung account ko kay One Hand. Medyo matagal-tagal na. And to tell you honestly, I have been trying to get back on their platform. Ilang beses na akong nag-reapply kay One Hand. Pero unfortunately, palaging rejected. This 2026, sobrang nag-blow up talaga si One Hand. That's mainly one of the reasons why gusto kong makabalik sa kanya. Why do I know this? It's because nakikita ko sa One Hand account ng husband ko. Sobra talagang nag-improve si One Hand. Pero bakit ganun? Kahit nag-blow up na siya and all, ang dami pa rin negative feedback tungkol sa kanya. Well, if this is something that you're interested in, then please stay and panuorin hanggang sa dulo. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Kung bago ka sa channel ko, my name is Charm and I upload videos about personal finance, work from home stuff, and also snippets into my daily life. And just a quick disclosure lamang po, I am not a professional financial advisor, and the content that I share in this video ay base lamang sa aking personal experiences, opinion, and for educational purposes only. So, ito na nga yung kwento. I decided to delete my old account kasi hindi ko siya ginagamit. Pero fast forward to recently, ang laki na ng improvement ni One Hand. So, gusto kong makabalik sa platform nila. Ilang beses, multiple times na akong nag-reapply. Pero guess what? Ayaw na niya sa akin. And I know, okay naman yung credit score ko. But it seems like once i-delete mo yung record mo sa kanila, mahirap na talagang makabalik. If you are planning to delete your account with them, if hindi ka pa sure, then please don't do it. Baka ma-reject ka lang if gugustuhin mong bumalik sa kanila. So, yung asawa ko, he decided to keep his One Hand account, and all these years, nakita ko kung gaano nag-improve si One Hand. Dati medyo clunky pa yung app nila, but now sobrang bilis, very smooth lang gamitin and user-friendly ng One Hand app. Now, dati nasa 5,000 pesos lang yung limit niya, and now lumaki na sa 52,000 pesos. So, aside from the limit increase, yung repayment schedule mas humaba na rin. Talagang nag-step up si One Hand. Kung dati, iisa lang yung pwede mong kunin na loan sa kanya, and now you can actually get multiple loans kay One Hand. So, as long as consistent yung pagbayad mo on time, siguradong lalaki at mag-i-improve din yung mga services na ibibigay nila sa iyo. Pero, aside from the improvements, let's talk about the things that I really disapprove of. Yung mga ayaw ko talaga kay One Hand. First, yung calling people from your contacts kahit hindi naman sila yung designated emergency contact number na pre-provide mo sa kanila. They just call random people from your contact list in case na late ka sa pagbayad or things like that. Like, it's 2026 and privacy is a big deal. Yung ginagawa kasi nila, parang napapahiya ka sa mga taong ayaw mong makaalam na meron ka palang loan kay One Hand. So, that is a big no-no for me. Medyo nakaka-off kaya yon at pwede ka pang mapahiya. Second ay yung pangungulit nila ahead of the due date. Imagine calling you 3 or 5 days before your due date. Tapos hindi lang isang beses, sometimes 3 times a day pa kung tumawag. Like sobrang kulit. And it can become really annoying, especially if you are a busy person. And another thing, dapat tinitignan nila yung payment behavior ng borrower nila. Because if good payer naman, hindi na kailangan kulitin pa. Kasi ang dating, parang it's a form of harassment. Nakaka-stress, nakaka-harass siya ng tao. And this pressure tactic is not really working. Baka makasama pa at it might actually drive your customers away. So, One Hand, please, if you're watching, I hope you do something about it. Respect your good-paying customers. Char! So is One Hand still worth it? I'd say yes. Legit naman talaga si One Hand. As I have mentioned kanina, isa ito sa pinakasikat and malaking ola dito sa Pilipinas. So if you don't really mind all those people calling you and the harassment that you get, well, yeah, you can definitely go with one hand. What I like about one hand naman, what you see is what you get. If they say na ito 5,000 makukuha mo, you'd really get the full amount of 5,000 pesos. Yung mga fees and charges nila, dinadagdag lang nila doon sa repayment na amount mo. So, you get the money in full once nag-loan ka kay one hand. When it comes to interest fees naman, si one hand ay still one of those na mas mataas magpatong ng interest. Pero one of the fastest and easiest to get. And if you maintain a good relationship with one hand, maging low risk borrower ka, pwede ka rin bigyan ni one hand na mas mababa na interest fee. Also, meron palang bagong memorandum from SEC this 2026, effective April 1st po. They are lowering the cap from 15% down to 12% yung effective interest rate for loans below 10,000 pesos. So you can actually look that up, Google it po to get more information about it. And that's actually a good news para sa atin, so watch out for more updates. Kayo, have you tried one hand? Makulit din ba sila kahit on time ka magbayad? Let me know in the comment section. And if you're still here and you like what you see, then please don't forget to give me a like, subscribe to this channel, and share this video to someone who might actually need it. Thank you so much for staying and for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!